guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Yosha and I'm your go-to girl for all things real. So in this quick video, I'm going to be talking about women and how we need to hold other women accountable when we see them doing things that are toxic. And what inspired this video was a viral situation that I saw on Instagram and Twitter a few weeks ago. By the time this comes up, it'll probably be over a month, but I wanted to touch on this, okay? So if you guys want more real talk from me, more videos like this, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. I'm trying to hit it before the end of the year. The situation was a girl lying about a pregnancy for over 9 months, to an extent where she had a baby shower, bought a fake belly off Amazon, and told the guy that she was expecting. She had a name, she had all these people show up, and it turned out to be that she was not pregnant. She was never pregnant. She and the guy, they talked for about a month, only knew each other for a month, and of course they had sex, and he told her he didn't want to be with her. So she lied and she said that she was pregnant. And apparently her aunt was in on it and knew what was going on and did not hold her accountable. She got caught, lied, said that she had a miscarriage, and there was never a pregnancy. The boyfriend ended up finding the belly and confronting her, and her reaction was to bust the window of his car, and it went viral on social media. So I'm here to talk about how we need to hold women accountable. And I even have a story of my own, okay? So back when I was in high school and I was dating my son's dad, there was an incident where he cheated on me. And this girl that he cheated with had made this big scene, and she told me, and I confronted him about it, and he said he didn't do it. And then the girl's best friend, which was a mutual friend of mine, was like, no, she's lying, that never happened. So fast forward maybe about 4 years later, this girl, she moved out of state to Texas, and she reaches out to my son's dad, and she's like, yeah, you know, you have a son, this is him, he's about 3 now. And my son's father is distraught. Like, we didn't even have kids together yet. We were 19. I think we might have been engaged at this time. I don't know, y'all. But he was distraught. He thought he had this child in Texas that he never met. And he was just like crying. Like, he was like, oh my gosh. And in my head, I'm like, wait a minute. So the girl that you said that you didn't cheat on me with, you did cheat on with, and now you have this baby in another state. Me and my best friend at the time, we decided to be Inspector Gadget, and we go on Facebook and we do some digging and we search. And I'm like, okay, if she was pregnant, let me see if there's some pictures of her pregnant on here. Because I don't know about y'all, but every person that I know that I've ever been cool with that had a pregnancy ends up divulging the pregnancy at some point on their social media. Even if they don't say nothing for the first 4 or 5 months. Even if they wait until they're like showing to say something. Most women, when they're pregnant, they say something. Yeah, like maybe she did move to Texas, and maybe she was moving to Texas because her mom didn't want her staying here as a teen mom, etc. Yeah, that all makes sense. But if she had a baby, there would be some sort of proof on the internet. So I went and I looked, and back then, you know, everything was public. All the evidence was there. There was no evidence. There were no ultrasounds. There were no belly pictures. There was no evidence of a baby. However, there was an album where she had some pictures with her mother and her new baby brother. And when I went to her mother's Facebook, you know, most older people don't have those restrictions on their page if they don't go and set them. I saw pictures of her mother pregnant. I saw pictures of her mother with a small baby. And I came to the determination that the baby was not her baby. She lied. It was her mom's baby. The baby looked like them because it was her brother. She made this story up to mess with my ex at the time because they did sleep together, indeed. So he ended up telling on himself because of how he reacted to thinking he had a son. But the girl was crazy and she lied. And it was just something funny to her. I bring this up to say, women, we need to start holding our friends accountable when they're doing things like this. The fact that this woman bought a belly off Amazon and faked the pregnancy, and her aunt knew about it and didn't tell her that she needs to get some help. That bothers me. Look, the men are not always the problem in these situations, and especially in these baby daddy situations. Sometimes the baby daddy is a deadbeat, but we're not talking about this today. I want y'all to really understand how by you knowing that your niece is faking a pregnancy and dragging this along for over 9 months, how damaging that's going to be for him. How damaging that's going to be for him in the future when he actually does get somebody pregnant and he's not going to believe them. All because your niece thought it would be cute to sit here and lie and fake a pregnancy. I have never been that stigmatized over any guy that I wanted to fake a pregnancy and tell him that I'm pregnant when I'm not for attention. There's been women come to me and say, I think I'm pregnant, and they do it because they're mad. They do it because they found out that the guy that they were sleeping with was lying and had a baby mama and a family on the side. So she says that she's pregnant so that she can kind of get his attention and have him on edge for a couple of weeks, and then, oh, no, my period came. Sis, if you know that you're not pregnant and you find out some bad news about a guy, or a guy just tells you, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. I don't want a relationship with you. I was being friends with benefits. I just wanted to have sex with you. I'm sorry. Leave him alone. Consider it a bullet dodge, because you don't have to put up with somebody who doesn't want you and that's going to give you half-baked love for the next several months or years, all because you were giving him sex. Like, we gotta hold people accountable, and it can't just be men. You know what I mean? It can't just be when men are doing stuff wrong, we hold them accountable. No, we need to hold women accountable too. There's no reason to sit here and lie and fake a pregnancy. That's mental illness, sis. You need to go get some help. Because if that wouldn't have been exposed by the family, you would have sat here and kept that secret and lied, and the damage would have just been done. Now, I don't agree with the cyberbullying of this girl. It's nothing cute about being a cyber bully either. Y'all really need to stop it. The people get on this internet and treat people really bad, but I'm always gonna speak truth. Sis was wrong in that situation, and sis is going to have damage, not only for all the people that she lied to, but also for that man as he is going on in relationships. He told her what it was, and she just didn't like what it was, so she painted this whole picture. I've never known anybody who pretended to be pregnant for the whole 9 months, but I have heard of women saying that they were pregnant when they were not, getting Plan B money that they didn't need, or getting abortion money that they didn't need, because it's like a game for them. And I think that if you know somebody that's doing this type of stuff, you need to tell them, like, hey, that's not okay. You don't need to be trying to like mess up somebody's life just because you're upset that they didn't want to be with you. And more importantly, you need to value yourself more, because I'm not judging you because you decided to sleep with somebody after a month. You was feeling him. That's what you wanted to do. But you have to understand that after a month, you really don't know somebody. So if you decide to sleep with somebody in a month and then y'all kind of fickle off, it's because maybe y'all only connected physically and he's not now interested in getting to know you further because he got the physical part from you. You didn't make it hard for him at all. You didn't make him chase you. You didn't make him date you. You didn't make him pursue you. So he don't feel like he have to. And if he wasn't feeling the sex, that was usually the thing that would keep somebody kind of trying to chase you in those situational situations, right? You've already given that up. So respect that he has that choice to tell you that he's not interested, and understand that it's okay. This girl is beautiful. You could have moved on in this 9 months and met 5 other men, but instead you put your own life on hold for 9 months pretending to be pregnant. That's not okay. And it may not even be something extreme like pretending to be pregnant for all these months when it comes to accountability. But ladies, when you see people that you know, your friends, doing things that are not okay, you need to tell them. Don't encourage it. It is your business, because it's plenty of people who knew this girl who probably knew and didn't say nothing, and y'all should have. And if you knew, you should have told the man. You should have told him. This man was doing the right thing, showing up even though he didn't want to be with you, because he was going to do what was right for his child. And now who's to say what he will do the next time he's in a situation? Honestly, it's a learning lesson for both of them. You need to watch who you sleep with. Sometimes a sneaky link ain't what you need. Sometimes you need to sit down somewhere, okay? If you see women doing stuff like this, you need to tell them that that's not okay. Don't just, you know, lurk in the shadows and let them do it. If that's somebody that you know, that's your friend, that's your family member, you need to tell them. A lot of the things that people do, it's a lot of women out here with toxic traits, and this is just an extreme one. I could go into another whole video talking about other things, but stop letting your friends think that they're not the problem all the time. When they come to you with advice and they're telling you a situation and it sounds all bad, if you their friend, you need to tell them, like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is coming from love. You might get mad, but I think you were wrong when you did this. How many times do we say that? And sometimes this can be the reason why you don't have a lot of friends, if you the real friend that tells it like it is. But a lot of y'all co-sign foolishness, and this is why your friend can't find a man, or this is why your friend is not improving or getting anywhere in life, because y'all don't say anything when they're doing stupid stuff, so they think everybody else is the problem. You know if your friend has a bad attitude. You know if your friend can't keep a job because she can't arrive anywhere on time. You know if your friend is just not good in public when it comes to going out to dinner. Her etiquette is all over the place. Like, sis, hold your friends and family members accountable. If you don't tell them, nobody else is. You're their friend. You're their family member. You love this person. You should want them to do well, so you want to be real with them and be honest. They might get a little mad at you. They might say you hating, but they can't say that they weren't told so if you told them. A lot of the problems in the female community, the black female community especially, is that we don't tell the truth to people when we see their toxic traits. We just accept them and take them as they are, and that's not how you grow. If you don't tell somebody where they are messing up, then in hindsight, when they figure it out on their own, they might end up realizing, like, well, dang, I've been doing this stuff for years and no one cared enough about me to say it. And sometimes you have to reflect on your own, figure out your own toxic traits, get some therapy. Therapy is great. I love therapy. It's been very helpful for me. But there are some people that told you, and sometimes folks don't listen. We're not talking about those. Now, if you tell them and they don't listen, you've done your part. But I bet if you look deep down in yourself or in your friend circle, your family circle, there are people that you know that are toxic as hell and have been enabled because the family won't tell them. I can think of a specific personal situation that occurred with my family member over a year ago. I don't speak to that family member, but I let her and her family, her mom and them know she need to get some help. This is not okay. And y'all are enabling the behavior by trying to sweep shit under the rug. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. And the last thing I will say is this. If you know somebody is toxic, don't keep letting them be around you. If they're going to keep on doing the stuff that you feel is toxic, that you know is toxic, and they're not trying to change, you can separate them from your life. You can love them from a distance. And you should, because that's self-care. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I want to know y'all thoughts about everything. So be sure to share this video with your friends. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.